Hello everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie Johnson. In this video I just want to show you how to make this gown of mine. It's a very simple gown, so I needed to just do very quick thing, and I didn't want that, no, and I still want it to look good on me. So let's get started. This is my pattern. You can do this right on your fabric, okay? So but for the purpose of our beginners and the nature of fabric that I wish to use, I would not want to don't use a pattern paper to do this, okay? So, but you can achieve that right on your fabric if you don't want to go through the stress of making a pattern, right? So here is my guideline, and I'm going to be inserting my vertical measurements, okay? So from this guideline, this is going to be like a shoulder line for me, okay? So, and it's going to be my starting point as well. So just ensure you insert all your vertical measurement, like from shoulder to waist, from shoulder to your bust, from shoulder to the hip and all of that. So I'm going to be inserting my shoulder to bust line, okay? So I'm going to be using like 9.5 because this is a loose style. So some can call it a shift dress. You can call it a shift dress if you like, right? So because I need to finish this in a day. 9.5, that is my shoulder to, or probably armhole depth line. So but this line is going to be like a bust line for me, all right? So here I have 9.5 all through. Okay, so here I am going to insert my shoulder to waist. So I'm currently using my back waist length. That's what I'm using as my waist length, both for the front and for the back as well, okay? So I want to measure 9 inches from this point, from this line now. I'll measure 9 inches as my hip line, okay? My full length, desired length. So it's not going to be very long per se, just a little below my knee. So these are my lines. Here I have my bust line, I have my waist, I have my hip, and I have the full length, okay, the desired length. So right now I'm going to take this, my guideline, as my shoulder line, okay? So, and I'm going to insert my shoulder to shoulder measurement, which is 16 inches divided by 2. So I have 8 here. So I'll measure it from the edge of the paper. Okay, so I will insert the same measurements on this line. So I'll connect the two lines together. I'm going to be using the same paper to draft both the back and the front. So I'm doing the two together, right? So from here to here, I will measure 1 inch, okay? And from this point to this point, I will measure 3 inches. 3 inches is the standard. I will measure 3 inches, right? Then from this point, I will connect to this point. Okay, and from here to here, I will measure 1.5. Okay, so, and I will connect from here to this point. All right, now the first line is for the back. The second line is for the front, okay? So right now I'm going to, from this point, I'll measure 1 inch down. From here to here, 1 inch. Okay, then from here to here, from here I will measure 7 inches. Okay, so this point now, usually I'm meant to connect this way, but I won't just connect this way. I will measure from here to here like half an inch more. Okay, so I can now connect from this point to this point, then from this point to this point. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is what I have. Then I'm going to create my armhole curve here. Now I will use this 1 inch. From here to here is 1 inch. This first line, I will use it as a guide. So I'll just place it here to the end of the line and fold over to get the midpoint. So this is what I have. Okay. Then I will come in. For the back, I will come in by 1/2 inch. For the front, I will come in by 3/4. Okay. So I will connect. Now I will insert my measurement. Your round bust measurement plus 3 inches, right? Plus 3 inches. Then you divide by 4. For the waistline, your round measurements plus 4 inches divided by 4. Okay, don't forget to add your seam allowance. Then for the hip line, your round hip measurements plus 4 inches divided by 4, right? So these are the measurements you will use. Now I'm going to be inserting mine. Okay, so I have inserted my measurement and I also added 1/2 inch seam allowance to it. Okay, so I'm going to just connect this to this, this to this. Okay. There's no perfect curve actually, so it's just an idea that you need. So I'll just connect. So when you connect this way, this is using my free hand. Can you see the shape? Now here is my hemline. So all I'm going to do is to just, place my ruler. You should measure from here to here, whatever you have, you insert it here and you add 3 inches to it. I have it here, and let me just see. Just then, I cannot bring it this way. So just ensure you blend this part properly. Okay, so I'll be stitching 1/2 inch all the way down, and this 1/2 inch is my seam allowance. So now for the hemline, on the hemline, from here go up by 1 1/2. Okay, then connect. So from here you can just come down by 1/2 inch. The down part curvy a little. Okay, so this is what I have, and I might add like 1/2 inch. Let me just add like 1/2 inch seam allowance. I'm going to take like 1/2 inch here to reduce gaping or bulge on the center back. So I'll just take like, instead of 1/2 inch, I can take maybe 5/8 of an inch. All right, so then for the hip line, I'll go up by 2 1/2 and mark. Then here, I'll measure from the back to this point and fold to get the midpoint, and I will mark. So from here now, I will connect from this point, then to this point. So because I have removed from here, so whatever I removed from here, I would put it back here. So I'll just connect. I'll take another paper and place this pattern on another paper. Okay, once I'm done placing, then I will trace out the front. Okay, so once I've finished tracing the front out, so the front will be separate, the back will be separate. Okay, then I can now cut out this, all right, and add my seam allowances and all of that and cut on fabric. Okay, so I'll just trace my pattern now, then show you what would happen next. So guys, this is what I have. Okay, so this is the neck, this is the front. I traced the back on another paper. Okay, so I still maintain this as my center front. Okay, this is what I have for the back. Okay, so you can see the center back here. I had a seam allowance on the center back. Can you see? Okay, this is it. This is the waistline, the hip line. You can see my waistline, the center back. So seam allowance has been added. There won't be any zipper there. No zipper. I'm not going to add any seam allowance to the side because I've added it already to my measurements. Okay, so I'll just place it this way, and I will place this on fold. This is the front. So I'll place this on fold and cut it exactly this shape. Okay, and for the lining as well, because I'm using fabric, black fabric, so for the lining I'm going to do the same. So once I finish cutting for the main fabric using this pattern, then I will cut the lining as well, and on the lining I will just remove, I will measure 2 inches right from the hemline. I will measure 2 inches up, 2 inches up, 2 inches up, then I will cut it up. I will cut it out. So that means the lining will be 2 inches shorter than the main fabric. So this is the front. I joined the front to this. So this is the lining. Can you see? This is the right side, and I turned it. Okay, and top stitch on the neckline. Okay, then joined both the main fabric and the lining together. Okay, so just to make it one. So this is what I have. I'm just pressing it so that the rough parts can be smoothened. So this is the back. So what I did here, I just placed the back, the lining on the main fabric, and I joined it, okay, all around. I didn't turn it at all. Usually I was supposed to turn the neck, but I decided not to do that. So what I did was, because the back has 2 panels, so I joined the lining to the main fabric separately. Okay, separate everything I did separately. Then after joining, then I now joined the center back. Okay, so I made this one and joined it at the center back. So I'm going to overlock. I've already started overlocking. Okay, so I'm going to overlock the center back from the top down. Okay, so what I will do here, because this is raw, the neck is raw because I didn't turn it, so it is either I use my bias tape to tape the neckline, or I use I cut out facing for the back. All right, so because of the thickness of this door face, I will not be adding, that is if I'm going to be using facing, I will not add interfacing to the wrong side. I will just overlock the raw edges of the facing and attach to the neckline. So whichever one you wish to do is fine. All right, so I'll go ahead. Once I'm done with the neck of this, then I will now go ahead and join it, then join my sleeve. So that will be all for this design. Thank you so much for watching. This is the outcome of the dress. You can see how beautiful it's looking, and it has a very good shape. So you can use a stretchy fabric to achieve this as well. If you want it to be like a skinny dress or a skinny gown, you want it to be close to your skin, then use a stretchy fabric. And instead of adding allowances like the way I did, you would not need any allowance. Just use your exact fabric, or you even reduce maybe by 1 or 2 inches depending on your preference. So, and you can see the back. The back is also very lovely. No gaping, no bulge. Everything is on point. And even the armhole, no gaping on the armhole, no folds. You can see the back armhole, you know, the center back. Everything is just perfect. So this is what I have, and I also want you to give me a thumbs up if this has impacted you in a way. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.